Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all of the wonderful moms out there. So not a great start weather-wise. It's kind of dreary outside.
It's kind of a dreary outside day, but maybe brunch indoors?
Well, and I think it's not necessarily going to rain throughout the day. So if you can stand the humidity, brunch outdoors should be fine. You're not going to run into any major rain showers or anything like that. But it's 69 degrees in San Antonio, 70 in Pleasanton, New Braunfels, 74 in Pleasanton, 64 in Boerne, and 66 in Kerrville. But what's the biggest difference this morning? The humidity. The humidity's back in a big way. Relative humidity anywhere from 90 to 100%. So in Boerne right now, where humidity's at 100%, there's definitely some areas of mist and some drizzle and even some showers out near Rock Springs up to Junction as well. Here in San Antonio, our rain chance is fairly low today, only 20 to 30% for an isolated shower. So it's not going to be a washout by any means, just some spotty showers possible this morning. As you're planning your Mother's Day, around 10 it'll be 72, some sunshine by noon and 79, and then the afternoon high 89 degrees. It's going to be a hot one this afternoon, and rain chances do peak though tomorrow. Coming up in the forecast, I'll tell you how those storm chances could impact your afternoon commute tomorrow. Details soon. Sarah,
thank you. A San Antonio man is facing charges a year and a half after police say he threatened to kill a woman in front of their child. San Antonio police say David Diaz Jr. confronted his child's mother inside a Walmart. This happened back in November of 2022. He demanded to see their child. The pair then walked to the car where the woman's mother and child were inside. Police say Diaz grabbed the woman's gun out of her purse and pointed it at her, threatening to kill her. He's been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And one man was arrested and almost 50 people detained at the scene of a massive rooster fighting bust. This happened yesterday morning in South Bexar County. The raid happened on Sandcliff Drive. That's just off Highway 281 near Hume Road. Bexar County deputies were alerted to the event Friday night and showed up Saturday morning with a warrant. Investigators found around 200 roosters and a number of guns and drugs. One man, Paul Morales, was arrested and charged with organizing illegal rooster fighting activities, while 48 spectators were detained and then released with tickets. A Bandera County mom this morning is begging for the sheriff's office to keep searching for her missing daughter. Jordan Tompkins was last seen near Lake Hills in April of 2022. Her family and friends stood together outside the Bandera County Courthouse Saturday night. The family says they'll keep fighting for answers. Now they're just asking the community to come forward with any information.
We need to find her. The investigator has been saying that they've been searching every tip, but nothing.
So on Friday and Saturday, KSAT 12 tried emailing and calling the public information officer in Bandera County for an update on the case, and we're still waiting on a reply. Well, more police presence in the heart of downtown. San Antonio police have opened a newest substation. The facility is just down the street from the iconic St. Mary's Strip. 120 officers, domestic violence detectives, and Metro Health caseworkers are housed in this facility. It also has spaces where community members can meet with local leaders and police. The substation's commander says the facility covers all of downtown and stretches north of Batsy Road.
This is going to put a lot of uniforms area in an area that's rapidly growing. I think the density we have within our current geographical footprint is going to be unmatched anywhere in the city.
The facility is part of a 2017-2022 bond project. Now to your morning headlines. Former President Donald Trump squeezing in as many campaign events as he can between court appearances. ABC's Mary Alice Parks in Washington with the latest as he's back on the campaign trail this weekend.
Out of court and back on the campaign trail, Donald Trump buoyed by thousands of supporters overnight.
Thank you very much, Walter.
His team boasting it was the biggest crowd they've seen this year.
As you can see today, we're expanding the electoral map because we are going to officially play in the state of New Jersey.
The former president taking advantage of the weekend before returning to that New York City courtroom Monday as the criminal hush money trial goes forward. His supporters saying they're sticking with him.
It would take a lot for me to think that this isn't a setup against him in order to believe that. It would take a lot.
Michael Cohen, once Trump's personal lawyer, set to take the stand this week. In 2016, it was Cohen who paid $130,000 to porn star Stormy Daniels to keep her account of alleged extramarital sex with Trump out of the papers before the election. Trump denies the affair, but Cohen is already proving to be a problematic witness, taunting Trump online and appearing in a TikTok video wearing a T-shirt showing Trump behind bars in an orange jumpsuit.
Trump 2024, more like Trump 20 to 24 years.
The judge saying it has to stop. Our latest ABC News Ipsos poll saying 80% of Trump supporters say they will still support him even if he's convicted. 16% say they will reconsider and 4% withdraw their vote entirely.
That was Mary Alice Parks reporting. The Justice Department is recommending a 40-year sentence for the man convicted of attacking former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul. So David DePape was convicted in November of assault on the immediate family member of a federal official and 1 count of attempted kidnapping of a federal official. In the memorandum filed on Friday, the Justice Department argued DePape's actions constitute a federal crime and terrorism and should serve as a deterrent to others. Police in Chicago say they arrested nearly 70 people during a pro-Palestinian protest outside of the city's Art Institute. Police say the demonstrators set up an encampment yesterday on a garden at the museum property, then barricaded themselves and locked the gates. Officers arrived at the museum hours later and warned demonstrators to leave. When they did not heed several warnings, officers moved in and arrested the protesters. No one was seriously hurt. And a new rule limiting excessive credit card late fees has been put on hold. A federal judge temporarily blocked the U.S. government's attempt to ban credit card late fees of more than $8 a month. The U.S. District Judge sided with bank lobbyists. They had challenged the legality of the cap in a lawsuit, saying the policy is unconstitutional. The legal battle will now play out in court. Before we go to break, foster kids in Texas need your help. We know fostering and adopting is a huge commitment, and we want you to know everything about the process before you start. So KSAT Community is hosting a phone bank on Tuesday, May 14th from noon to 7 p.m. SJRC Texas and Belong will be here to help out. You'll also have the chance to donate financially if you want to help. It's 8:07 and 69 degrees. Are you in the market for a lawnmower? Well, after this, we'll tell you which one's worth a buy. There's that mugginess that's kind of just hanging around on this Mother's Day morning. What can we expect throughout the day? Sarah Spivey, let us know when we come back. Well, mowing the lawn can be tough, especially in the heat. That's where a good mower can help.
That's right. And if you're thinking about going electric, I got an electric mower. The good news, battery-powered mowers are getting better and better. And 12 on your sides, Marilyn Moritz shows us which ones are worth the purchase.
Hear that? It's the quieter sound of battery-powered lawnmowers.
For years, we've been seeing the performance of battery mowers improve, and this year was no exception.
Consumer Reports just tested mowers, walking, pushing, riding on acres of grass. They checked handling, cutting, mulching, and all-important battery power.
You want a battery mower with a runtime of at least about 30 minutes because that's enough to cut a quarter-acre yard on a single charge. You can also buy additional tools like a string trimmer or hedge trimmer or even a leaf blower from the same brand and use the batteries interchangeably in most cases.
CR recommends this Ryobi. They say it cuts about as well as the top gasoline model. This one is $500. Prices on mowers are up across the board. If you're willing to do the pushing, this skill is a budget-friendly choice. It's $250, and it's excellent at mulching, even cutting, handling, and has a good run time. If you have a lot of ground to cover, think Ride On. This Cub Cadet didn't run as long as top performers, but CR recommends it because it's excellent at mulching, handling, and even cutting, and it costs thousands of dollars less than other ride-ons. For large lawns, they say you might want to consider a zero-turn radius mower. There's a learning curve to driving it. They are faster and can maneuver around trees. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
So we got a refurbished Ego.
Okay. Do you like it?
Self-propelled. It's amazing.
How long does that battery last, though?
The whole time. Well, we don't have like a very large yard, okay, but it lasts the whole time. And we have two batteries, two that fit the mower, but we also have the blower and the weeder as well.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah, I have battery-powered, blower, weeder. I have a traditional gas mower.
Hey, if it's working, it's working.
Not really a good day to mow, though.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's humid out there, and we've got areas of mist, areas of drizzle out there. Hope you were able to yesterday. I heard a lot of those lawnmowers going off yesterday. It's nearly 70 degrees in San Antonio right now. 70 in Hondo, 66 in Rock Springs, 72 in Carrizo Springs. Hey, guess what? It's technically cooler this morning than yesterday morning, but the thing is, it is noticeably more humid. Dew points are some 10 to 15 degrees warmer than how they were yesterday. So we're starting the day with higher humidity, and you can even see some of it in the form of drizzle. As far as substantial rain goes, we've actually got some showers out in northern Edwards County right near Rock Springs. So if you're tuning into Rock Springs right now, you're getting some light rain, and this is gradually going to move a little bit north and east. So it'll probably get into parts of Kerr County and Gillespie County. As for our rain chances in San Antonio, really only spotty showers today, only a 20% chance for a few spotty showers. You can see all of the storminess is really working its way through parts of central Texas today. But the reason for the spotty showers around San Antonio is this warm front, which is going to lift to the north, bringing us even more humid air and allow for, again, a few spotty showers here and there. You'll notice there's a cool front out in parts of Arizona right now. That cool front will bring us a targeted time tomorrow for some storms, and we'll talk about that in a bit. First, I want to take you through your futurecast again through central parts of Texas, getting those storms right now. As that warm front lifts, one or two spotty showers are possible. It wouldn't be a bad idea to have the umbrella with you just in case as you're heading out and about for your Mother's Day. But again, most people are going to miss out on the rain today. But lots of rainfall for areas across Texas, particularly from Dallas down to Houston, where there is a risk for flooding today. The highest risk from Waco to Nacogdoches to Bryan College Station, just north of Port Arthur. So there will be some flooding issues across Texas. If you're traveling across the state for Mother's Day today, just know that the further north and the further east you go, there is that risk for some flooding. Looking at our KSAT 12-hour forecast, only a 20% chance for a shower or two throughout the day. Cloudy this morning, a few peaks of sunshine this afternoon, 79 right around lunch hour, and then 89 for the high temperature. It is going to feel hotter than that because of the high humidity. Yesterday we got up to 86, but it felt great because the humidity was low. Today you're going to feel all of that with the high humidity. Looking at your futurecast again, tomorrow that cool front will be approaching, but it's going to be a hot day for us. We'll start off tomorrow with some areas of mist and drizzle, but with plenty of sunshine, we'll warm up into the 90s. That front will move through though after 4 p.m. So after 4 p.m., that's our window for a few storms. Not everybody is going to see storms. 40% chance, but there will be a few storms out there after 4 p.m. And some of them could be on the stronger severe side because of the severe weather season ongoing. So we'll keep you posted about that. But how will that impact you? I think the biggest way it's going to impact you is in the commute tomorrow. For the morning commute, should be okay. Just some patchy mist and fog like we're used to this time of year. But in the afternoon, I really want you to check the KSAT Weather Authority app, the radar on there, because there will be a few storms moving through. And I would hate for you to have to sit in one of those storms during your evening commute, but please check the radar. We'll keep you posted. 4, 5, 6 o'clock, you're going to want to be on alert for that 40% chance for some storms, some of which could be strong or severe. It'll be hot Monday, hot Tuesday, a little bit more palatable Wednesday and Thursday, and then our next chance for some scattered rain is Wednesday night. Again, we're not seeing any widespread everybody getting rain in the forecast. It's just going to be a few windows for rain tomorrow after 4 and then again on Wednesday night.
Ooh, it's just like a lot of like humidity.
Yeah, it's a little amuse-bouche for the summer, if you will. You know what that is, amuse-bouche?
No.
It's like a little appetizer. I'm getting fancy today.
Well, it's Mother's Day. You got to be bougie for brunch and stuff. All right, 8:18 and 69 degrees. A local cake shop celebrating their 50th anniversary on one of their busiest weekends. After the break, we meet the woman that started it all. Welcome back. Earlier, Sarah asked me if I knew what a amuse-bouche was. Yeah. And I was like, should I know? And then we asked everyone else, and they were like, no, we don't know what a amuse-bouche is.
It's French, okay? It's the little appetizer, one-bite appetizers you get.
Like the chips and salsa?
That can be an amuse-bouche.
Amuse-bouche, that's my amuse-bouche. Okay, well, today is a special day for one local cake shop. Not only is it their busiest weekend for Mother's Day, but they are celebrating their 50th anniversary.
We're talking about Lucy's Cake Shop on the South Side. SA Live's Jen Tobias-Strusky went behind the scenes at the shop to share how they're prepping for today, and she introduces us to the lady behind the name, Lucy herself.
For decades, Lucy's Cake Shop has been a part of so many special occasions and memories for San Antonians. And today, this weekend, they celebrate their 50th anniversary. And I'm so excited to chat today with Lucy herself. Here she is. Lucy, thank you for coming today.
Thanks for inviting me.
I'm so happy to be here. So just looking at these cakes right here brings back memories. For me, you have done that for so many people.
They look familiar.
Yes. I mean, this is just, people hear the name and they know that, especially growing up in this area. How are you feeling knowing this is the 50th anniversary?
I can't believe it, that's for sure. It just doesn't seem like it's 50 years.
Would you say you did what you loved? Is it part of your passion?
Yeah, started out as a hobby. When my son was little, we used to decorate cakes with the plunger kind, the metal thing that you buy in the dime store. And we used to use that, and then we would take marshmallows and cut them. If the marshmallow is flat on top and round on the side, if you cut it from the side, with the scissors, it comes out and you can make petals, and they look like sunflowers. And we used to use those on a cake for the kids, and just all had to draw some leaves under. So my mother didn't like to bake, and I was the one who was always with my grandmother, and grandma baked a lot. And so I had one aunt that made cookies, I had one aunt that made cakes, and one aunt grandma that made pies. Wow. So I grew up in that kind of environment. So
baking kind of ran.
Yeah, right. So I still make a pie crust by putting it in my hand. I don't measure. And then my husband likes cookies, so he would eat cookies like they were potato chips. So he was getting ready to retire, and we were overseas, and one of the girls asked me if I wanted to go take cake decorating lessons. I said, yeah, we were in Guam, so sure. There was something to do. And next thing you know, I was hooked. And so then when we came to San Antonio, I was making some cakes for here and there, and it just evolved.
And then it evolved to where it is today.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, and so your daughter has taken over. We're celebrating Mother's Day.
Yes.
Looking at you and all you have done.
It's really exciting, and knowing that my daughter can do whatever I did, she can do, and her and her husband have just done a fabulous job. I don't think I could even do what they do. It's just unbelievable. I just wish my husband would be here today.
Yes.
He retired, and everybody used to say, "Oh, you got to work for your wife now, right?" No.
Thank you, Lucy. Okay, I'm back here now with Bev. Beverly, let's talk about the process. We've got your head baker here. We've got cakes about to go in. How many orders do you have this weekend?
We got about 400.
400, wow. Okay, that sounds like a lot for me.
Yeah, this is our busiest day of the year because it's Mother's Day and we got a lot of college graduations, so that's why it's double duty. And then we also have confirmations. So we've got 3 different occasions happening on Mother's Day, so it's a good day for us. I was like that.
Here they come. Oh, yeah.
And there's the
goodness.
The goodness in there baking up, and he's getting ready to load it up.
Okay, what are they doing here, Beth?
So this is the next step. After they come out of the oven, then we bring them in this department. We have Mike, and he split and fills the cakes. So we top them, and then we put the filling in, and according to the orders, he looks at them, and whatever kind of filling he puts in there, and then we take them to the front. The next step is we ice them. So this is our next step. After we split and fill them, we bring them up front, and then we have our icers over here that ice all the cakes up, and
that's a talent too, right?
100%.
Yes.
Not anybody can ice. So this is the 4th place that we stop. So this is after we bake them, split and fill, ice, and we come back and we bring them over here. And these are where we decorate all the cakes. They're very talented people here that I've got. They have been working for me for 30, 40, 25 years, all of them, and they're amazing. This is the end process, is where we box them up, get them ready for the customers to pick up. And we have one coming up for you guys too, so she's going to box these up, and then we'll have one for y'all ready too.
Beth, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited for you guys. What's in the box?
It's a little something special for you guys back at the studio. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you for coming out and celebrating our 50th birthday with us. We really appreciate it, and you're lovely. I just love you. So happy Mother's Day to you.
Happy Mother's Day.
And thank you for coming out as well.
Good morning. Happy Mother's Day. I hope a lot of mothers are watching us in bed, breakfast in bed, the kiddos. Did you ever make your mom breakfast?
Yes, absolutely. It wasn't necessarily
burning the toast
good when I was making it at 10 or 12, but it was still, my mom, such a trooper. She was happy for it regardless.
Happy Mother's Day. The forecast for Mother's Day, kind of dreary.
Yeah, it's very humid out there. We're dealing with morning fog, morning drizzle. So not necessarily a great hair day for Mom. You can see that fog out there as ceilings are lowering across San Antonio. 69 degrees in San Antonio, 65 in Comfort. It's 66 in Kerrville, and it's 70 in Hondo. Good morning in Pleasanton, where it's 75 degrees. Visibility is lowered to around 6 miles in San Antonio, but you go up I-10 toward the hill country, and we're looking at visibility less than half a mile in some places further to the north because of the fog, because of the mist. So yeah, no surprise. Humidity is back in a big way. And for Mother's Day brunch plans, plan for some mist and drizzle through the morning. Around noon, though, we'll be starting to see skies clear. It'll be mostly cloudy and 79. In the afternoon, warm and humid with high temperatures right near 90 degrees. So today, yeah, spotty morning rain out there. I'm going to show you the radar in just a bit coming up. There's some showers for parts of the hill country. And tomorrow, a few storms are going to be possible, but only during a certain window after 4 p.m. We'll talk about how that might impact the afternoon commute. And then this week, near 90 degrees just about every day with a few rain chances in the mix. Lot 10 covering the forecast. Those details coming up. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. To tip or not to tip? That's a big question these days, thanks to those tablets you see at the registers, and they, of course, turn it around, and they're asking for your services, and you might not have tipped for in the past. So what do you do? Here's Myra Arthur with KSAT Explains.
You're in line to order, you go to pay, and there it is, the tip option. A little screen applying some big-time pressure. And it's not just for food anymore, it's nearly everywhere.
We put it out there and let them decide for themselves.
Lori Hernandez owns Oh Yeah Cakes, a custom bakery in Southtown.
Our custom cakes take about 2 months in advance notice.
Lori knows her industry is not one where tips are expected, and yet...
I would say 80% of our customers tip.
She added the tipping option to her app checkout system after customers started asking to leave a tip.
People accidentally skip the tip part, and they'll be like, oh my God. And I'm like, it's okay, like, you just come back.
That little tiny app that we are all very aware is every place we go. So we don't know what to do, and we feel pressured.
Diane Gottsman is a national etiquette expert who happens to be based here in San Antonio and is currently fielding question after question about when to tip, including my own.
The conversation is regenerated about tipping. The technology is new because now it's everywhere. So is there a standard yet on how to handle that?
Yes. So the standard is as it has always been. The standard is going to be 15 to 20%. That's a standard.
But, and this is the reason for the confusion and yes, sometimes the frustration when it comes to tipping.
There are some opportunities that we don't need to tip, but we're often asked if we want to tip.
Let's say you go to a frozen yogurt shop. You fill your cup, you add the toppings, you go to pay, and then you're given tip options on that little screen. Or you go to a restaurant where everyone knows you should tip for service, but you buy a t-shirt at the checkout and still get the tip options. In those examples,
so that's not really tip worthy. That is just an exchange of a product. It's just like you're going to one of the department stores, you're buying a piece of clothing, and you're out.
Tipping comes down to one word for Gottsman: discretionary. She says to think about the service provided to you. Is it a black cup of coffee or a latte made to your liking? Or maybe your order wasn't complicated, but the service was great.
We get to choose. We get to decide who gets a tip and who doesn't. A tip jar is the same thing as a tip app, and there was no obligation with this tip jar.
So why then does tipping seem more confusing now, more high stakes? Well, these apps added a little psychology to the mix.
Now we have options. Now we think someone is watching us behind us. We know the person in front of us potentially is watching us and is certainly going to know what we left when we walk away. So that app feels more, it just feels more awkward.
Tipping itself has been around a long time.
It started actually in Tudor England. When people would visit homes, they would give tips to the servants in the home that they were staying at. And then it spread to restaurants and other parts of Europe. And then it got imported to the United States.
While thought of as a very American thing to do today, tipping wasn't always widely accepted in the U.S. There was once an anti-tipping movement.
And so like 6 states passed laws banning tipping. And they were in the early 1900s. And then what happened was there were laws repealing it. And so by the 1920s, there were no states that were banning tipping.
Trinity economics professor David McPherson has researched the effect of the tip minimum on employment. In Texas, there's something called a tipped wage.
It's $2.13 an hour.
Yes, $2.13 an hour.
But you have to have enough tips to get to $7.25, and if there's a shortfall, then the employer is supposed to make up the difference.
That tipped wage is essentially an hourly rate that you receive, that as long as you have tips that bring you at least above minimum wage, that is something that will then allow you to go as high as, on average right now, the average restaurant frontline waiter, wait staff member is earning $27 an hour.
So tips are a huge part of earnings for those in the service and hospitality industry, and they're up.
Square reported just last quarter that tipping was up about 16.5%.
That's for full service restaurants compared to the year before. Tips were up nearly 16% for quick service restaurants. Square is one of the platforms used on these digital point of sale systems. It's what Lori Hernandez uses in her bakery. And yes, there is a fee for that. That fee is a percentage of every transaction, and it's based on the total, including the tip. So the higher the tip, the higher the total, and the higher the fee businesses pay for this digital service.
That little app does have some value because many people don't carry cash. And without that piece of technology, we couldn't use our credit card.
For Lori, it's not just more money in the bank, it's more money to offset rising costs that we're all feeling.
COVID's kind of died down, but inflation is really killing us.
The basic business model is rent is up 20%, food cost is up double digit, and labor is up double digit. On a very narrow margin business, that's tough.
What's also up in some cases is the percentages in these tip options.
I was just at a coffee shop where they had to start it at 20, and then they have 25 and 30 as your options.
Technology is making tipping easier when you don't have cash, but in some cases, it's helping generate bigger tips too.
And it clearly matters. It definitely does increase the size of tips.
There's a learning curve with any new technology, and digital tipping may be no exception.
I think we're definitely in a period where that is going to sort itself out, and the consumer in the end will make that choice as this technology continues to evolve.
How much you tip is a choice, and that's what Gottsman says to remember.
If they go above and beyond, they call you by name, they're gracious, they're friendly, they make your day better, you make their day better, and you want to tip, please do. The word discretionary keeps coming up because that's what this is.
$5.75. I wouldn't feel pressured. I tell my customers all the time, like I said, when it gets to the tip screen, hey, like, feel free to skip that. And sometimes they do and sometimes they don't.
We just took a poll in studio about tipping at a drive-thru. I think everyone says it depends. It all depends. I think we're like half and half there. It's 8:41 and 70 degrees. After the break, some meal ideas to make mom this morning. Plus, are you thinking about where to take her today? We'll give you some advice on that as well. If you plan on taking her somewhere like the zoo or botanical gardens, Sarah Spivey says your chances of showers aren't that high, just pretty humid and muggy out there, so make sure you prepare accordingly. It's Mother's Day, and we want to give some meal ideas for those of you who want to stay home, enjoy some breakfast in bed.
Or brunch, starting off with a broccoli cheese quiche.
Okay.
The best part of making this is that it can feed a lot of people with not a lot of work involved. Second, how about some blueberry pancakes? Super simple and fast to make this morning.
Or some bagel breakfast sliders with bacon, egg, and cheese. Honestly, you just can't go wrong with like 2 eggs, a side of bacon, some potatoes, some toast. So right now on KSAT.com, we have a full list of these recipes and other meal ideas to make mom this morning. Just look for this article. But if you already have food covered and want to do something else that's special for mom today, how about treating her to a day at the spa? You can go with her and make it a day together. She may want to just be by herself or send her on her own to enjoy that relaxing environment.
You could also make her a gift basket full of things you know that she likes, along with a nice Mother's Day card or even a nice piece of jewelry. So I'm lucky to have my mom in my life, my grandmother, Sue Spivey in my life. Also have my aunt, Shelly Anthis in my life. I got her a piece of jewelry last year. That was fun. So we're Polish, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So on the I got her a piece of James Avery jewelry. It says ciocia on it, which is the Polish word for aunt.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I see her wear it. I'm like, oh, it's so sweet. So that piece of jewelry made me think of that.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all of the wonderful moms out there. Sorry about this humidity, moms. And if you're in the hill country, we do have some showers out near Rock Springs right now and into northern Real County, as well as into northern Kerr County, right near Junction Windmill and right over I-10 as you enter into Kimball County there. But it's relatively dry around San Antonio. I mean, we do have some areas of mist and drizzle this morning. And again, just very thick humidity out there. We had a nice run of a couple of days with low humidity, but it's back. It's 71 degrees in San Antonio, 66 in Kerrville, 70 in Uvalde, 75 in Cotulla, 76 in Gonzales, 76 in Kennedy. And dew points, or the humidity, is up some 10 to 15 degrees from where it was yesterday. So not only can you feel it, but you can see it in the form of some of that mist and drizzle. Here's a look at the satellite radar across Texas. It's going to be stormy for central Texas today, into parts of Dallas and out near Houston. But the substantial rain missing San Antonio, what we'll see is a warm front lifting to the north, and this warm front is going to continue to reinforce very humid air from our south and just bring us a small chance for a few showers. We're talking a 20 to 30% chance for some spotty rain today. Nothing substantial like what they'll be dealing with up near Dallas and out along 45 there, closer to the Houston area. It's those areas that have a very high risk for some flooding today, from Waco to Nacogdoches to Bryan College Station and into parts of East Texas and Louisiana. That's where the flooding risk is highest today. But if you're traveling across the state of Texas, know that you'll run into storms whether you're going up I-35 toward Dallas or out east toward on I-10 toward Houston. There will be a lot of rain. As we take a look at our forecast, though, there's not going to be a lot of rain today. It's mainly just going to be a few spits and drizzles here and there in the morning, a 20% chance for a shower or two throughout the day, 79 at noon, and a high temperature of 89 today. So it is going to feel pretty hot. That 89 is going to feel more like 90 to 95 because of the high humidity. Then our attention turns to the forecast tomorrow. Now tomorrow, we are going to start off with areas of mist and drizzle, and we'll actually see some sun in the afternoon tomorrow. It's going to get hot. It's going to be in the low 90s. That front will be moving through close to about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so right around the time of the evening commute. It's going to spark off a few showers and storms. Not for everybody, but there will be some storms out there. So what I want you to do is I want you to make sure to check the radar tomorrow in the afternoon after 4 p.m. That's when storms are going to be possible. That very weak cool front really only making it less humid for a part of next week. Tomorrow morning for the commute, know that there will be patchy mist and fog like there is right now. It's in the afternoon that you're really going to want to pay attention to the weather, because even though the chance for storms is only 40% in your backyard, if you're traveling around the city, picking up kids, coming home from work, you're really going to want to be aware of where those storms are. We'll keep you posted, of course, but just have that KSAT Weather Authority app handy. There's a radar on there. It's going to be 92 on Monday, 93 on Tuesday, with a chance for showers and storms once again on Wednesday night. It is going to be muggy and warm this week, so feeling, a lot like late spring, early summer outside.
I will take the mugginess and clouds and lower 90s, higher 80s than like the 95 sunny.
What we had last week?
Yeah.
It was so hot last week.
Yeah, I'll take this. I'm not going to complain. Thank you, Sarah. It's 8:50 and 70 degrees. We'll be right back. We want to wish Happy Mother's Day to our moms. That's my mom, Patty. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
And that's my mom, Debbie. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Of course, we have drinks in her hand there in that picture.
And that's Caitlin, our producer's mom. Melissa, Happy Mother's Day.
And this is one of our producers' mom, Colin. Her name is Phyllis. Happy Mother's Day, Phyllis.
Oh my gosh, Colin looks just like his mom. And then this is Nora from Eagle Pass. And this is Richard, our editor, our show editor. We love Richard so much. So happy Mother's Day to all of our moms out there. Mom, I'll see you soon, heading down to Corpus Christi to spend Mother's Day with her.
And it is going to be a humid Mother's Day today. Only a small 20% chance for a shower. They're seeing some showers up in Rock Springs right now, though. Tomorrow, 92 for the high. It's after 4 p.m. that we have a 40% chance for a few storms. 93 on Tuesday, but here's the thing about Tuesday. It's going to be drier outside, so even though it's going to be hot, it's not necessarily going to be too humid. Humid on Wednesday and Thursday, and Wednesday night we have a good chance for some storms, about 40% chance. Then warming up into next weekend with a high near 90. I wish I could have perfect weather for our mothers, but it's Texas. We can't do too much about it.
Okay. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful Mother's Day. I know moms probably want a brunch, some special time, but then you also give them the afternoon. Like, let them take a nap, let her read a book. Don't bother Mom. Ask Dad.
Hey, Sarah, I'm really glad I got to teach you the word of moose boosh today.
Moosh boosh. Don't know what it is. Happy Mother's Day.
Little appetite.